Well, let me explain what's due on Thursday, and I wanted this to be a group discussion, but that's not going to work here because of some of the Canvas logistics. Uh, so the whole class is going to work as a group, if you will, and contribute to the discussion. But I'm going to have you write two paragraphs, and there's a process for writing a paragraph. Now you have this brainstorming icon, and I will put this video right above it. And the process is collection, selection, reflection. Collection is when you do your reading and research, and I'll show you in the prompt how to do that. That takes the most time. Selection is when you narrow down two things in your own critical thinking, the topics that you will use to make the points, or rather the topics or the points, it means the same thing, of your paragraphs, and the quotes you use to back them up. You have to know what your point is and what the quote is before you start writing. And then finally, reflection, that's when you write. So keep in mind, you have reading, that's collection. You have selection, which is generating strong topics, good, strong ideas in your own words, and the quotes to back them up. If you don't have those two ingredients, strong topics with quotes to back them up, go back to collection. Go back to your reading and critical thinking. Because you can't write until you have strong topics and good quotes. Most students like to just say, oh, to heck with that, let me write. And because of that, at least a half of the class will have papers that have no focus. So you need to get those strong ideas from your reading and the quotes to back them up before you write a word. And so I want you to write two paragraphs. I'll show you how to decide what to write about in a second. I want you to use the ICE model. It's just another alphabet soup model. I is for introduce. C is for cite, bring the quote in. E is for explain. There are many alphabet soup models. They all have the same thing. A good strong point you make, that's Chabot College's pie. A good strong illustration, that's a quote, Chabot College's pie. And a good strong explanation. They're all the same. So a good idea, quotes to back it up, and an explanation. ICE is easy to remember, and also I like it because the middle part, C, emphasizes that you cite, that is, bring in quotes. Every paper we write this semester, every formal essay that is, will have quotes. Keep in mind also that the paragraphs you use today can be used in your essay. So it's not just busy work. I'm moving from all the reading we've done, all the discussions we've had, into shaping paragraphs for the essay. I don't want to go on for a week and a half. Okay, so you have, today I want two paragraphs. This might take a few hours. And tomorrow I want you to comment on two of your classmates' paragraphs in terms of focus. Do they stay on topic and development? Do they bring the topic to life? Now you have three possible prompts. I want you to write one paragraph for each of your chosen prompts, or if you will, submit a paragraph to two of the three prompts for essay one. So one paragraph for each of these three. One of the ones I like, the first one, is that research the key people and understand how their lives had prepared them for this moment. So look into some of the first dermatologists. Look into some of the STD writers, doctors. Look into the people at the Centers for Disease Control. Look into the background of Gottlieb and Shandera, or Sandra Ford. Or if you want, look into why did Larry Kramer know so much before anybody else? He's not even a doctor. What made him one of the first people to alert the world to this disease? So that's one. And it's just about how these people's backgrounds prepared them to be the first people to recognize a disease. Another one would be look into the patients and the illnesses. And again, keep in mind for Thursday, you only have to write one paragraph to, well, two paragraphs, but each paragraph will be to one of these themes. And I have three. You've got the first one, what in their lives prepared them. You've got the second one, look into the patients and their illnesses. But I would search by illness. So search about pneumocystis, Carinii pneumonia, or just put pneumocystis or PCP. Search lymphadenopathy. That's kind of the precursor to having AIDS. Search Kaposi sarcoma. Or search any of these opportunistic infections. Toxoplasmosis, cryptosporidiosis, cryptococcosis, I can move that over, and others I've missed. That's the second prompt. The third prompt, the fertile soil. Schultz develops this at length, talking about how the sort of raucous gay sex, sex life, sex something, provided fertile ground for the AIDS epidemic. I think he's wrong, and I don't want to go into that too much, but by 1980, you didn't have to be promiscuous. You just had to be unlucky. But nonetheless, that's his theme. If you search bathhouse, you'll find lots of references to sexually active males. If you search venereal, as in venereal disease, you'll find lots of references. If you search the word transmitted, as in sexually transmitted diseases, you'll find lots of references. Read the stories of Ken Horn and Michael Maletta. They'll put a face on promiscuous patients. Look back at our group pages from week 2, pages 18 and 19. That's totally about STDs. So, the overview. You're going to brainstorm. You're going to write 2 paragraphs. The process is collection, do your reading, selection, develop those strong topic sentences, and find the quotes to back them up before you write a word. And then reflection, write the essay, write the paragraphs. And you're going to write a paragraph for 2 of the 3 prompts. That's 2 paragraphs total. Your choice. It's going to be an ICE paragraph. Those are due today, Thursday, and then by tomorrow you're going to respond to Friday, 2 of your classmates, and look at their, add something to their content, and also look at how they focus and develop. And I'll also comment upon that as well, because that's kind of the English teacher thing, how well you are working with your composition. So 2 of these 3 prompts. Prompt number 1, if you want to write about that, here's some ways to research this. Prompt number 2, if you want to write about this, here's some ways to research it. Prompt number 3, if you want to write about that, here's some ways to research it. You can use the index if you have a paper copy of the book, or the search function if you have an electronic copy. 8 minutes already. I hope this helps you understand the assignment.